In this tutorial, we will be installing the WordPress CMS. Now, at this point, you should have a database and you should have a user with access to that database. And if you don't know how to create a database, go back and watch the previous video and we'll basically get you squared away. It's really relatively straightforward. This next step is just as easy, actually. Before we get started, I want to mention that there are multiple other ways to do this. There's always more than one way to do something. For the sake of ease and for the sake of not wanting to make things too complicated, I've chosen to go down this path, which is have the WordPress installer do the work for you, and you enter the information that's required, as we will see in a second here. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the actual domain. Right, and by default, the WP admin, the setup configuration file, should be loaded. If you don't see this, then you've done something wrong, and go back and watch some of the previous videos to get you kind of caught up. All right. So let's go continue. I'm just going to install this using English, but obviously you can choose whatever language you'd like. And again, this is really foolproof because it tells you exactly what's required. And we have set this up in the previous video. So just click Let's Go. The database name, I'm going to slide this over to the right here, and then I'm going to open up my, the Excel file. Okay, so the database name, let's copy this. The username, and the password. Now the database host, on some hosts, for instance, I believe iPage does not allow you to use localhost. Most do. And if we go back to our hosting, let's see, MySQL database, let's just click that. So the server name is actually what you need to put in that section there, or in that field. So let's just highlight this, copy, and let's go back and paste. And this is the table prefix we talked about earlier. Again, you can see how if you don't pay attention to this and you just use the defaults, that everyone and their uncle can guess what your table's names are, and that's never a good idea. So we'll just do that. We'll hit submit. Okay, this is a common issue that happens. There's insufficient permissions that is now causing you to have to copy and paste this manually into the WP config file. So you can create the file. So what we'll do is we'll just copy this, make sure everything is selected, and then let's go back into the file manager and create a new file in the root called wp-config. See, wp-config.php. Click the new file icon here, wp-config.php. Oh, sorry. Let's delete the .php and let's choose it from this drop down here. PHP, there we go. Save. Okay, file is created. It's right there. It'll be in your root directory. That's where it needs to be, in the same folder as, or the same location as your wp-config.sample file. So right click, actually no, let's just do edit. You do edit on the pencil, the green pencil here. right click and paste as plain text. Okay, there are keys that you need to change. That is really important that you do change it. It is a good idea to delete this area and replace it with new keys. Now the path to this is in the description, in the video description, and all you need to do is every time this page loads, a new set of keys is randomly generated. Okay, it's always going to be unique. So what you want to do is just highlight, copy this, go back to your tab, highlight everything where the keys are defined. If you stretch them out, you will see that they all are basically the same as this tab here. Just make sure that that's what you're deleting. Just delete that. Actually, let's just delete it first, and then I'm just going to right click and say paste. Okay, so now you've got new keys. You've got, if you scroll up here a little bit, you can see that the database name has been input, the username and the password. And so if ever you need to do another fresh install of WordPress or do a new install, this is an optional way that you can go about doing this. You don't have to run through the automated installer, although I will run a video or have another video showing you what that would have looked like had this succeeded. Okay, because the only difference here would be this would have gone through to run the install, it would have given you a confirmation message, and everything would have been done. Now you have to step in the middle and do this manually, and just one of those things that goes to show you cannot always just have everything run smoothly. There's always some way you can solve a problem, so don't panic if things don't always go as planned. Click save, and now go back here. Since we've replaced that file contents, created the new file called wp-config.php, we pasted the code in there. We'll go run the install. And now we are asked to give information for the actual administration or the admin section of WordPress. Okay, so all your admin credentials are in this file that you just created. So we are going to use this for the the site title, making your first blog. The username is going to be what I just copied, and then the password is going to be this guy. Let's paste, and then your email address, you'll just put the email, whatever email you want to put in. Right. Go ahead and install. Success. You log in. And obviously your password, username, let's just type that, and then our password, log in, and that's it. Voila, you have your blog installed. You are in the dashboard now. Let me just minimize this guy. Let's open that up. So you are in the dashboard, and you have, if you want to see what your page looks like, just go to the top here, visit site. Okay, and there you have it. So this is a fully installed and working WordPress blog. Very plain, very vanilla, very basic looking. We will fix that in the coming videos. So if this was helpful, please like and share. And stay tuned, because we will go through a lot more customization, creating pages, creating posts, creating a contact form, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching.